All of a sudden, because you were in our training, now you're thinking this way. And you go, okay. And that's just where that decision-making skill. There's only two. It's either a yes or a no. And you have to make the right decision. And if you make the right decision, you continue on to the good path. Let's shoot some questions from Al.
Is Hans a good mentor?
Hans is the best mentor.
Wow.
You know, he's, I've never felt anything mentorship and stuff like that.
Right.
But if it wasn't that case, I wouldn't be here over 9 years right now.
Yeah.
And then I've come to a level at where I am, but I see him with all the new people coming in and pushing them the way he pushed me.
Right.
Right. And I enjoy watching them grow and develop too.
Right.
So he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He just pushes.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him, you know,
the best.
Right?
Right.
Where people, they get tired. You get tired, right? And I guess it must be all those vitamins too.
Yeah, I take a lot of vitamins. That's true.
But
he's got the energy, right? He's got the energy.
12 to 16 cups of water and about 22 different vitamins in one shot every morning.
Yeah, he's getting me to try and take them too. Yeah. And, you know, make sure you fall asleep too. You get a good night's sleep.
ZMAs, Allmax. We'll send you the bill shortly.
Yeah.
But it's not only the business and everything that he wants to push and see you grow and everything. It's just life. It's just life, right? He's interested in your family. He's interested in your personal life. If you have issues or something somewhere else, you can talk to him.
Right, which makes him even that much, because he knows now what's going through your head.
I actually find that I'm talking more to Mel than he talks to me.
Well, when you're doing did you say 5 deals last month?
In a month, yeah.
That's
well,
crazy.
No, when there was hard times, Mel's always there as well. He's a great guy.
He goes back, it goes back.
You can just sort of lie down on the couch. Mel sits here, and I go, Mel, lock the door.
You have a lot to talk about.
We got your shit to talk about. Did you hear what that person said? But yeah, I mean, no, I really appreciate that, Mel. And you know, one of the things I do like to do is a lot of people don't realize they're getting training when they're getting training, right? They don't realize the techniques I'm using, the things I do is all to sort of push the buttons that come up with the code that's going to make that person go. And I don't, you can't sit there and saying, hey, I'm going to push this button now and let's see what happens, okay? And I don't say that to their face. I do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. And, you know, I've got this down to an art. A little bit, and it doesn't take long for me to push the person's buttons.
Yeah.
As long as they're showing up to the trainings and I get some connection with them. But when we're coming out with our live seminars, which will be coming out at some point soon, if you definitely want to be part of that seminars, you want to have your buttons pushed, I would say leave a comment down below. Follow and subscribe. Follow and subscribe. I mean, that's what really motivates me right now is seeing that happen, and I'm happy to continue to do this for people. And it's connecting. I think we're seeing that out there right now. We're getting a lot of views, a lot of likes, and a lot of people are connecting with what we're doing here, right, Sean?
Yeah. I mean, we were listening to it in our training, and people on the team are watching it, and they're like, when's the next episode coming out? Which is always a great feeling.
Yeah, of course.
It's incredible.
Well, I see it happening in the training rooms. I see the Zoom outs. I see the brain starting to get triggered, especially from new team members. I see the initial wow factor where I say something like universal, the universal bank, and all of a sudden they're looking at everybody else. And I sort of notice, they don't notice that I'm noticing, but I sort of notice that the other team members going, because they're looking at is this real?
Yeah.
And they're going, just
the bank towers? Is that
all the kinds of stuff that I use, right? All the different techniques, all the different thought processes you have to install in your brain to become successful. Because if you have the wrong thought process installed in your brain, 90% of the people do, and that installation came from who? Your parents, who came from who? Their grandparents, who came from who? And if you keep believing that this is the route to happiness, maybe it is your happiness, but maybe it's not. In today's world, there's so much out there. There's so much to enjoy. There's so much to give even. And, you know, if you're trying to get to that next level, you have to get new thought processes installed into your brain. And that's what I do. I'm like a brain surgeon. I pretty much install thought processes into people's heads without them even being aware of it, and being around that and having that happen to you. And then all of a sudden you're wondering, oh my God, why is all of a sudden I'm having success? Why am I all of a sudden doing things a little differently? Why am I I going out and door knocking?
Yeah.
How did that even happen? And why am I liking it?
Exactly.
Why am I cold calling? And why am I talking to this person differently? And why am I working up later? And why am I, setting goals with my kids and my husband? I never used to do that kind of stuff before.
Yeah.
Right? And why am I believing or knowing without a doubt that I'm going to get paid by the universe? The universal bank is going to pay, and I got a big freaking, that bank is growing as we speak, right? Why is that all happening? Well, it's these different thought processes that we have during our trainings that get installed into your brain that then start getting executed as something runs up into the real world where you would have thought this way before. All of a sudden, because you were in our training, now you're thinking this way. And you go, okay. And that's just where that decision-making skill, there's only two. It's either a yes or a no. And you have to make the right decision. And if you make the right decision, you continue on to the good path. If you make the wrong decision, well, you might go into a loop, or you might go into, I don't know, a cliff. You might walk off a cliff. Who knows? And that's where we're guiding people. Remember the episode, the training, the first time I got up on stage and I'm like, you can't see. Imagine you were blind, you can't see. You're going to be like this with every step of the way. Yeah. Go let our team members like Mel, he's a phenomenal listing manager. He's a phenomenal leader. He's like I said, he's the heart of this team. And it's amazing, how many people he helps on a daily basis, even though he is busy, crazy. I'm like, Hans, oh my God, I'm so busy. I go, yeah, great, fantastic. I got another new team member. Can you set up a meeting with him? He's like, okay, what time? He never says no. He always go. And that's why he's having so much success in this business. That's why he's taken his income and 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 times his income in his best year in, 2020?
Yeah.
2020 consistently. He's just a $250,000 kid sitting here every year in, year out. And if you don't think $250,000 of income is going to change your life, then I don't know what really is. And it's not the money, because I don't talk about the money, but it's the amount of effort and what this guy can give to this world and to the people that he helps, that he's getting rewarded for. And in return, he gets what he wants, right? What he's looking for and what he hopes is going to make him happy. And that's how the world turns. And Mel definitely is a $250,000 kid on his way to being $500,000 kid.
That's it.
Yeah. See, so Shawn, becoming a $250,000 kid is sitting right here, right?
Yeah.
This guy used to be a protege as well. Now he's just a master who's teaching other people what we teach here. Yeah. So if you want part of that, if you're within the GTA area and you want to be surrounded by this, you want to get into this bubble, you got to connect with us. You got to DM us and touch base with us, touch base with Shawn.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to bring you into this bubble. He's a super friendly guy. Touch base with Mel. Mel's going to bring you into this bubble, right? We're growing our teams within teams, and we have the managers and the people to do it. Everybody here says it's amazing. It's amazing how much support there is.
Exactly.
And that's what you need. So if you're looking for that support, if you're looking for someone to come in and show you the path, we don't have a tiny little path through a forest. We got a freeway. We got a 407 going through this. It's paved. You get into this car, all of a sudden you're wondering, how on earth am I going at this speed? And it doesn't matter your age, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, right? Shoot, even if you're in your 70s, you want to get onto the freeway. Let's go. Call us up, dial us up, DM us, message us, send us an email, talk to Mel, talk to Shawn. You guys are going to be blown away how life-changing it is. Wouldn't you agree, Mel?
100%.
100%. All right. Mel, we really appreciate you having on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's always
my first
a
time
pleasure.
Doing the show, huh?
I know, your first time.
And personally, thank you for your support with me. I genuinely appreciate it. Like, guys, you won't believe Mel. Like, Mel is the type of guy, he'll have that conversation with you on the drive there, after the drive from the listing appointment. Like, he is just like non-stop communicating with you, and that helps a lot.
I'm learning from the best, right? So
it's
you got to keep it going, amazing. And then we want more people.
Yeah.
We want more managers. We want to see everyone grow.
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing that, all I'm thinking through my head is like, this is such an amazing level of support. I can't wait to have that.
Well, I want you to get to that stage too.
Thanks, Mel. I
appreciate that. You go into other brokerages, what do? Like, because everyone's competing against each other. Yeah. They're all saying, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I'll help you out, sure. Like, I'll call you. You never hear from these people. They're not going to tell you the tricks of the trade. They're not going to tell you the secrets.
No.
They're not going to help teach you to get from A to B. You're competing with these other people. Even if you're in the same office, whether you're in the same team, we're all in this together. It's one big bubble, and that's another thing we train. And I'll give you a proof. How long you been with the team now, Shawn? 2.5, 3 months?
Yeah.
And our top dog here, have you gone and seen his house?
Yeah.
Have you been in his house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go see if that's happening anywhere else. Go to another brokerage and go talk to the top dog in that brokerage and ask them if they've, in the first 3 months, they've invited you over to their house for a drink or a coffee or come and take a look. Go tell me if that's real. This shit is real. This guy's real. I love this guy, and Shawn's really benefiting from his presence and getting the opportunity to meet with him and talk to him. The connection gets built, and that's how this team rolls. So
exactly.
All right, Mel.
Awesome.
Thanks,
guys.
You've been amazing.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, Mel.
Ciao.